Namaste. Welcome to yet another episode of Health Matters by Thought Habitat Speaks. We have seen in a few days before, PETA, the corporate NGO, has been targeting Amul, saying that Amul has to switch to vegan milk rather than cow milk. But even before discussing if PETA is right or wrong, we must discuss one thing. How healthy is vegan milk? Can it really give? Can it really give the kind of nutrition that cow milk gives to all of us? Can it really made feasible for the entire population?
Okay.
And how people are going to accept it? So to discuss all this, we have our senior dietitian, Mitra Goswami. She doesn't need an introduction. We already had a discussion with her. In fact, she was the person with whom we started Health Matters. I mean, she came in the second or third episode. Next.
Yeah, thank you so very much, Arvind, for inviting me for today's session. It's a nice pleasure meeting you for second time, I think so. And for vegan and this traditional milk, I just want to say what is the ideology of veganism. Veganism is the people who follow the ideology of veganism, they don't want to harm animal, or they don't want to use any kind of animal product that derived from the animal product, whether it is food, whether it is drink, whether it is clothes, or any kind of accessories. In that sense, they want to save animals from cruelty, from exploitation, and many kind of sufferings. For that reason, they want to save the animals. They want to save our earth. They want to think for the ecology, the climate change, and so many things are nowadays around. Every day it is coming up on our newspaper or news channel. We know very well about this climate change, and so many things are going on. And those people, they adopt this policy not to harm any living animal or any birds or something. That animal who is this animal or bird kind of a thing, they don't want to use, or they want to be save them from any kind of sufferings or exploitation or cruelty. That is the main ideology of the veganism, and they fully depend on the plant-based things, whether it is food or milk, whether it is clothes, whether accessories, and each and everything. Okay, this is not bad. What I think, this is a thought process is coming up. Our next generation, they are adopting, or this is also a good thing. But today's discussion is whether vegan milk is superior or the traditional milk is good. Just a little comparison. There is a okay. First, we start vegan milk. Vegan milk, also known as the plant milk, because it comes from different types of beans, soya, then coconut, then rice and fruits. And it is a man-made process because because only we people can process this milk. This is not the naturally fortified milks. First we grind the beans or grated coconut, and after that we after grinding, people add water to basic consistency, just like a milk, whatever the animal milk, little consistency, and after they fortified with vitamins, minerals, calcium, sugar, flavors, etc. Now there is a question: when we fortify these vitamins, minerals, who is looking after that? Now adulteration is so much, you do not know what they are mixing up, because it's this man-made milk. This is not the natural milk. That way you have to be very careful when we are consuming certain kind of milk which is fortified from outside, not from the inside, or not from the naturally it comes from. On the other hand, if and when we are fortified calcium, then what we are using? We are using the calcium salt. That is and everything should be within a limit. Within a limit, not this more. Sometimes we have so sweet milk is there, and flavor is so strong, and so many things are there. Food color they are using. So many things from outside. But first of all, that is there. And if we talk about the traditional milk, even from the its an ages, we are hearing milk. Traditional milk is a complete food. If you drink one glass of milk in the morning, that is the best way to keep your stomach full, full, and that is there. And after that, from the age of Ayurveda also, they are also praising very high about this cow's milk. If you go for the Ayurveda, if you see the Ayurveda food and all, you can see they are highly praising the cow's milk, because it's naturally fortified with protein, vitamins, minerals, vitamin D, calcium, riboflavin, potassium, and so many things are there. That is the first, difference. Vegan milk is a man-made milk. We are fortified vitamins, minerals from outside, and there is colorless. There is a white color, and that our traditional milk is naturally fortified. Naturally fortified. There is nothing from outsource. So everything is in a balance. Now, question is, which one is good and which one is bad? It's your choice, exactly. I cannot say no, you can't consume vegan milk, because the people who follow that ideology, for that milk is good, that is also good. We cannot criticize everything. No, that is totally bad. Cow's milk is good. Nowadays, so many doctors, so many new articles are coming ki cow's milk is not good for stomach, not good for health, you should avoid milk. So many things are milk. But they are saying you can avoid milk, but buttermilk, that kind of thing, that is curd or yogurt or buttermilk you can have, because is a gut friendly bacteria we get from this traditional milk. Okay. Now question is that, first of all, that is there. If we compare, now this comparison is there always, when there is two things, so obviously this comparison is always there. I think so. Our cow's milk is more in vitamins, minerals, they are fulfill of all the requirement what our body exactly require for daily basis. But if you see the vegan milk is low in protein. Protein quantity is very, not very low, I can say, but low in protein and other vitamins, minerals. If you say they are fortified with calcium, then salt is there. Now you have to look for salt even. How much salt they add, how much calcium they add, because it's a man-made thing. It's not this naturally, it hasn't come. That is one thing is there. To fulfill this protein and other vitamins, minerals, day-to-day requirement for our, particular calories or our body, what we require day-to-day, then we have to, look after our balanced diet properly. Then we have to take lots of protein, fruits and vegetables and foods for vitamins and minerals. Then only we can, balance somewhere our diet. That is there. And after that, if we see, sometimes it happens, so many people are there who are not, digest cow's milk because of the sugar of the cow's milk that is not digested for everyone. That is called lactose intolerance. Or, somehow this protein part of this cow's milk or buffalo milk, whatever it is from animal milk, maybe some people are allergic to that. In that case, what we can do? We can, switch off the vegan milk. We can go coconut milk is there, that they also can, drink it. That is not harmful, because vegan milk is always light on your, stomach, and it is easily digested because it's a plant-based. And animal-based, anything animal-based milk, whether it is milk, whether it is, meat, that is always little heavy for digestion. So there is, pros and cons in both the things are there. So I cannot say this is superior and no, that is superior, sometimes. And if you see in a health-wise, in a health subject, if we can go after that, if we focus for a health, which is good, which is bad. animal product is always in a little higher cholesterol. For that, who is a, they are little bit of higher cholesterol and BP, diabetic too, all the things is probability it is little bit higher in this animal milk, whether it is very low in this vegan milk, because it's a plant product. It is a absolutely plant product. Then we, and that, and you cannot say vegan milk is always good, because it also a man-made processed milk. It's a processed milk. You do not know what is adulteration is there. You, whenever you want to buy any kind of vegan milk, you have to be very careful of the labeling. What they mix and what quantity they had mixed. So many things you have to be careful, whether it is the cow's milk, that is also packet milk nowadays we are using, as a Amul, whether it is Mother Dairy, whether it is Papara, so many, state-wise, they have different companies. And even we do not know what type of adulteration is, they are mixing in that both the milk. If we see in that case, so we cannot say this is, this is good or this is bad. It depends on you, this ideology, what ideology you adopt. If you want to say vegan milk is good, is good. If you can make at your home, suppose you soak almonds at night and after that you grind and strain it, as per your choice, you just mix little bit of sugar, then is absolutely fine. There is no harm. If you buy from the packet food, because those milk, they all are coming from in a Tetra Pak, then you have to be, labeling should be there. Labeling should be, you have to be very careful about the label. It is always, the controversy is always there, comparison, it has to be always there. Now, choice is consumers. What you choice? Your choice, whether it is you have to adopt this Amul milk or cow's milk, or whether you go for a, coconut milk or the rice milk or the calcium fortified milk, it depends absolutely, it is your choice. That is there. And this one more thing, unlike animal milk, we cannot have the byproduct. Animal milk has so many byproduct, they have, because from animal milk we can get yogurt, curd, buttermilk, ghee, so many things we can, daily use, and it's very available. But there is, unlike this cow's milk, you are not getting any kind of byproduct of this other milk from this vegan milk. Vegan milk don't have any, it is a, you don't have any kind of byproduct from that milk. That is, and this yogurt or this curd is very, gut, is a gut healthy, bacteria will get a very good bacteria from that. In that prospect, if you want to opt, if you don't want to drink cow's milk directly, you can go for the buttermilk, or you can go for the, curd. That is very easily available in the market. And one more thing, if nowadays, availability is not a very tough, because online is everywhere. You will reach online product is everywhere, it is available. But if I think the cost is little high, little pricey, vegan milk is little pricey than this our cow's milk, it's a very big concern for everybody, everyday consumers. Everyday consumers can't afford that highly cost, this vegan milk, because vegan milk is always little costlier than this our traditional milk. And our traditional milk is available everywhere, every corner, in village, whether it is village, whether it is city, everywhere you will get it. That is one more thing. And that is absolutely, consumer choice. What I feel, it's a consumer choice, which one they want to opt. But nowadays, this lifestyle has changed, food habit has changed, a lot. Lifestyle has changed, food habit has changed, new thought process is coming, and our generation, they are very curious about all the things to protect our, nature. For that, if you look for their perspective, it is very good. And if you look for, traditional perspective, then cow's milk is good. You cannot deny, you cannot have this milk, you cannot, drink this milk, like that. It absolutely, consumer choice, which one they want to opt. But what I feel, this is my personal, thinking. Okay.
So, ma'am, It was a great discussion with you overall. Now, I'm convinced that the milk which I've been consuming so far is good to me, so that I don't
Yeah.
have to switch to vegan milk for any fortified nutrition anymore. Okay, I hope this helps the viewers a lot in understanding which is right for them.
Yeah. Thank you so very much, Arvind, once again. Okay. Looking forward for next meeting.